This is Strykes Sessions. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Strykes Sessions. This is season 4, episode number 6. New kind of environment here. In the past, I was recording over here. Now I've switched to this wall. Same desk, same white desk. I just wanted more room I just wanted to have everything be in one room. So it's basically the room for everything: podcasting, editing, music room, kind of vlogging room. The only thing that's not in here is the printer, but it's just too big for this podcast desk and it's too big for that desk. But yeah, everything's in here. Got the TV in here for my big monitor editing setup. I just plug a little HDMI adapter I have into my computer. It projects the computer image onto, I think it's a 60-inch screen. It's big as frick either way. It's way bigger than this 12-inch MacBook, and it just makes multitasking easier. So yeah, this is the new backdrop. Get used to it. Got a little Philips Hue light back there. This is the janky setup ever. Right now I have, I'm not going to take it off because I don't know how it's balancing right now, but I have my Hugo literally just sitting on top of my camera against the wall. It's just balanced up there. That's what's giving me this dope, solo light. And then I have a key light or whatever, fill light, not a key light. This is the key light. That's a fill light over there. It was kind of too dramatic of a look without that fill light. So yeah, the only thing I'm really going to change is the color of that light behind me. And then if you look back there, you see I printed out a little 12 by 13 little print of Euphoria. That's going to be the discography wall. So every project that I do, I'm going to print out a cover and put it on that wall. So starting with Euphoria, obviously, and then, just every project I do, it'll be added to that wall. Vocal booth is in there. You guys know this space. I'm going to give yesterday, because this is coming out next Tuesday. Yesterday on my main channel, Noah Strykes, a studio tour dropped of this whole new space. If you didn't see my renovation vlog, I basically revamped this whole room and basically changed it to everything that I just went over. So yeah, just your classic Noah Strykes cinematic tour of this space dropped yesterday. I'll put a little card in this corner right here, and it'll be linked below. If you're on video, I will be doing another tour. I should have done what I'm about to say before I renovated it, but I'm going to be doing an in-depth tour of it on the album documentary video, which is going to be coming out in the next couple weeks. I want that to be fairly long, at least a half hour, so still need to be working on that. But yeah, I'm going to be going way in depth into this studio space and kind of what everything's for. I should have toured it before I changed everything, because this isn't how it was for the Euphoria making process. This is not even a week old, so I should have toured the old space before I revamped everything. Season 4, episode 6. Welcome back. This has been an on and off podcast past couple months, mostly because I've been working on Euphoria, and I just needed to get it done, and I didn't want to take away from the small amount of time that I had to grind these out. But obviously I'm on a little bit of a break right now. I'm not starting any new projects until next week. So I'm just going to spend this weekend grinding them out when I get an entire season done. So this is kind of going to be like a catch-up episode, just kind of updates everything. And then next episode will be where we, your usual Strike Sessions, where it's, talking about, some of the main topics that this podcast is about, like the creative world, the business world, photography, filmmaking. So just wait till Thursday if you want that. Also, if the audio sounds a little bit crispier, it's because I actually took down 2 of these acoustic panels that are on this wall and I put them out of frame. Actually, that one might be a little bit in frame, but it's right behind the mic, so there's a lot of absorption going on. So since the last podcast, Euphoria dropped. If you haven't listened to it yet, go listen to it. It's definitely a mediocre amateur project. Definitely not what I'm fully capable of, even right now when I've only been producing and doing this for 3 months, 4 months, 3.5 months. Definitely not what my next project is going to be in terms of any aspect: songwriting, music, production, engineering, release preparation. Next project is going to be very pristine, precise, polished, to the T, as perfect as it can be. And I think you guys are really going to enjoy it. It's going to be both interesting musically. It's definitely different from what Euphoria is. It's going to be super uplifting, super just the energy is so right, and I've only done a couple things with it so far. I think it's really gonna be what Euphoria should have been. It's gonna highlight what I am capable of. as an artist, as an engineer, as a producer, as an independent artist who does everything. I don't have producers. I don't have an engineer that I can send my, vocals to. I don't have songwriters. I don't have like ghostwriters or anything. I don't have access to studios. Like, this is all me, coming out of my pocket, coming out of my brain, coming out of, it's everything. And then combine all that, stress, and not that I don't, by stress, I don't mean that I don't like doing it, but it's a lot. Combine that with, a time constraint like Euphoria had, and it's not going to be that good. I went through my calendar today. I set deadlines for each aspect of this new project. I gave myself way more time for every aspect of this project. I'm giving myself that time to make sure that everything is pristine, polished, perfect, well, as perfect as it can be, to ensure the best final product as, an album. I'm giving myself way more time to get everything done this second time compared to what Euphoria was. Yeah, I have about a month left of summer. It's, if you don't know, I live in Arizona, and I don't know how long this has been known, but I found out today we are number 1 globally for cases right now of COVID. Globally. My school has said that they're starting online on August 5th. I've also heard that, I've heard so many different things. I've heard that they're only doing online starting August 5th. I've heard that they're doing online from August 5th until August 17th. Then we go back August 17th, like in real life. I've also heard that students will have a choice of whether they do online or whether they go back once it's, I get not okay, but once technically you have to go back, you would get a choice of whether you wanted to do online all the way through or, go back when they clear it, which they should not be clearing, by the way. We're number 1 in the world. It's I don't understand it. I don't understand it. Trump is now saying that he's gonna, 1, force governors to open schools, regardless of the numbers in cases or the safety of people. He's also saying schools that don't open or that refuse to open, he's gonna cut funding from, which, number 1, schools are already funded like crap. So how are you going to cut something that is, barely has anything anyway? And 2, it's not even when coronavirus first came along, it was known as it only affected old people. It only affected the boomers. It only affected, grandma. That's not the case. Yeah, it's more fatal to them, but it's not it's super easy for us kids and, millennials to get over it. People react. Every person will react a different way. Every person has reacted a different way. There have been teenagers that died. There have been small children that have died. There have been, boomers that have died. There have been 40-year-olds that have died. There have been millennials that have died. It's across the board. It's not like an age gap is safe. Trump's logic behind it is whatever. I'm not going to look up a statement, but I remember reading that he said children do exceptionally well with COVID, meaning that we'll get over it. It's fine. We'll get over it. We won't die. We'll get over it. But guess what? Kids go home to their boomer parents every night. Kids go home to their 30-year-old parents every night. Kids go home. They don't stay at school and then magically get cured at school. If they go to school, get it, they're going to have to go to the hospital. They're going to have to go home at some point. They're not going to stay at school. They're going to go home, obviously interact with people that are older than them, their parents, their grandparents, their relatives, and give it to them. It's not like we're in some shell that because we're young, we're going to be fine. We're going to get over it in 2 days and, not transmit it. I get it. He wants the economy to be back. He wants schools to be back. He wants life to be back to normal. But he cannot force, he can, but it is not okay that he is planning on forcing us to go into an unsafe environment, clearly unsafe environment. Obviously, if we get it, we're going to transmit it to older people. We're going to transmit it to our relatives. We're going to transmit it to the people around us when we go home every day. Because the general thought is, oh, kids get over it, fine. Kids don't die from it. Kids, their immune system's fine. They're not weak. That doesn't give anyone the right to push for us kids and, younger adults to go back out into the world and in public spaces, and especially schools. Schools are disgusting as it is. You look at any school, I guarantee you, unless it's some prestigious university, any school, any grade level, K through 8, high school, most colleges, disgusting. They don't clean them. They do, but they do a crap job. No one actually is dude, I really want to get this school clean. Everyone's just wipe table, wipe floor, mop floor, done. Nobody is actually sanitizing like, religiously. It's a gross environment. It's gross. It's just gross. And to add a whole pandemic into the mix is not going to help at all. Sorry about that little rant, but the point of that was for me to say that I have no idea what the frick I'm doing school-wise, because I've heard like 4 different things. If they do go back, it's going to be hell. It's going to, there's going to be dividers. You're staying in one room the entire day. You're bringing your lunch. You can rarely go to the bathroom. They're definitely going to have mad bathroom regulations, and to like probably how many times you can go out of the room a day, and so like just crap. It's going to be crap. If they have the option to do online once they, are legally allowed to go back, or like once it's like okay for us to go back, you already know I'm doing online. Plus, it's easier. I can crank out work because, oh my God, don't even get me started on how long it takes for people to get their work done in my classes, dude. I can crank out work. I can get it done. It's on my own schedule. I can get a job. Basically, I could get a full-time job, crank out schoolwork at night, crank it out early in the morning. I need to work. I need money. I want money. There's a lot up in the air still, not even like personally, but like in the world. Like, who the frick knows what we're doing in a month, especially right now when where I live is literally number 1 in the world. So to sum that all up, school should not be a reopening physically. Online is the move. No one's gonna enjoy themselves sitting in one room for the entire 8-hour or 7-hour day, bringing their lunch, not being able to socialize, having freaking dividers in between every freaking desk. No one's gonna vibe with that. Online isn't that bad. It's harder to learn, at least that also depends on how they do it, because the way they did it last year, like March through May, for me, they just sent PowerPoints. I know some teachers did Zoom calls, but for me, they just sent PowerPoints. They were like, here you go, here's the class notes, have fun, learn. And it was like chemistry crap, like stuff you can't just look at and understand. Like, you got to be able to ask questions and apply that. If they do more Zoom calls this year, which I'm assuming they will, because like they have way more time to plan like the curriculum and classes and stuff like that, especially if they know like they're not going to go back. So I'm hoping that they do more Zoom calls, because then online would be a breeze. The only thing I didn't like about online last year was that they just sent like the class PowerPoints. But if that's not the case, then online is going to be a breeze. I'm going to graduate early. I'm going to graduate in December, start college right away. I'll start college before I even turn 18, and then just work my face off while I have those last 8 months here in Arizona, and then go to LA. Would I miss out on a senior year? Yes. Would it suck having to stare at a computer for a couple hours to learn? Yes. Am I going to miss the fun parts of school? Yes. Starting college before I'm 18, working for 8 months straight, full time, and doing school on my own schedule, that's not that bad. There's pros and cons, obviously. If they force us to go back, I'm enrolling on online, because that is not someplace I want to be if like cases are still up. Unless they find a vaccine like August, I'm not going back. That's my spiel. This is longer than I intended, but that's fine. So if you saw my Instagram at No Strykes, I asked you guys to ask questions about preparation, like preparation for a first job, first client job, tests. I think there's a couple other ones, but those are the ones I remember. That's next episode. I'm going to go through all those, kind of give my advice, give my input. And then, I have a ton more topics for future episodes as well. I'm going to try to get more interviews. I have a couple people in mind that I want to get on here pretty soon. Oh, today on No Strykes a video dropped too, where I unboxed these new Philips open back headphones. And I'm also gonna be doing a proper cinematic Mark Ass Brownlee style review on these new headphones. This is the first new pair of headphones I've gotten in about 4 years. I've used my Apple earbuds for 4 years. It's what I mixed, recorded, and mastered Euphoria on. Hence why the mix was crap. So these should help. They're open back, like I said, which provides a more even stereo field, which is what you want when you are mixing music. They're not gaming headphones. They're not noise canceling. They're just purely the most even sounding headphones. So look out for this review. Go check out the vlog where I unbox them. That review will be dropping soon. It'll drop tomorrow, Wednesday. How about that? Oh, and then I'm gonna try to fix my old Blue Yeti, and that vlog will be going up on Thursday. So you got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, all uploads. And then Friday, there's gonna be the behind the track for Whoa. So far we have Deja Vu, Adapt, and then Friday will be Whoa. Most popular songs, Adapt. I knew that would be the way things went down. That's easily the best song on the album. But No Blame and Whoa keep competing for that number 2 spot. So Whoa is next. Monday, studio tour. Tuesday, headphone unboxing. Wednesday, headphone review. Thursday, mic fixing video. Friday, Whoa behind the track. I think that's it. Thank you guys for listening / watching. I'll talk to you on the next podcast where I go into some of your questions. Yeah, welcome back to the podcast. Again, every Tuesday, Thursday, 6 a.m. PST, Pacific Standard Time. I want to start your mornings off right. A lot of more motivational content is coming to this as well. I'm going to be doing some of those classic rants that you guys seem to love. I have a lot of new kind of like realizations and like epiphanies that I want to share with you. So yeah, thank you guys for listening / watching, and I'll talk to you guys on the next episode. Peace out.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in. As always, we're trying to get out more podcasts for you now than ever. If you guys want to listen to more of our podcasts, you can find us on Spotify, iTunes. All of our important links are below as always, and we'll talk to you soon.